Hi Udara, hi Vindula. I don't know, I feel like I'm looking at you all after a really long time, even though it's just last week.
Hi.
How are you, Udara?
Hi, Sharifa.
Doing good.
Good, excellent. I see Vindula is still with his stack of books.
Yes. It will never going to end.
I know.
This year, we are going to have 4 semester examinations.
When will this whole exam scenario end?
After this year,
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
I
I
don't
pray
know.
against
Last
doom
year
too.
we didn't have a single exam, and this year we are having say all the things at once.
Yes, I can imagine. They would start and they would just rush you with all the exams. Totally understand.
Yes.
Sulochana is here. I haven't seen Sulochana.
Hi,
though.
Sharifa.
How are you, Sulochana? How are you? It's been a while since I saw you all.
How are you?
I'm good. I think we all are impatient for the joint meeting that we're going to have.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Haha. So next,
I think we all are excited for the joint meeting that we're
exactly.
going to have.
Yes.
Yes, I am too.
Yeah, sure.
Plus, I think next meeting it's going to be physical meeting as well, right?
Yes. So waiting for it.
Haha.
It's like when it comes to Toastmaster meetings, we all have forgotten about the COVID. We all are
I know.
pre-COVID era now. We tend to forget about it. Cool. Okay, everyone's joining in. We have 1 minute. Rantharu?
Yeah.
12 participants are here. Shall we start and just or wait 5 minutes and let the others get in?
Yeah, I just tested some of the people. They should not respond. I think. Shall we wait? Is it okay to wait another 2-3 minutes?
Sure, we'll wait for another 2-3 minutes and then we'll start.
I think the 2-3 guys informed that they will be unable to attend the meeting today. Some
Okay.
issues. So I make the recording of that. Even I shall also make the recording of this video and we'll share with them on video.
Can you make Aisha the host as well or the co-host? Because I see only one recording.
Yes,
blinking.
I am recording now.
Yeah.
Aisha,
Aisha, are you there with us? If you can record it as well. Zaki is here. Hi, Zaki. Zaki?
Hi Sharifa, after a long time.
Yes, after a very long time. Nice to hear you, though I can't see you. Good.
I think we forgot your face, Shaggy, now.
Yeah, I also don't remember him anymore. Good one, Rantaru. We forgot your face. Zaki, Zaki, don't turn on your camera. Keep it for suspense. Say, look at me at the area meeting. And all of us will come to look at you then.
Wait, I come in my laptop. I want to quickly join before this.
Okay. Venerable Tilakasiri is also here. He was here. I think he was the first one to log in.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was the first one. As soon as I said link is open, he was the first one to log in. So.
Hi everyone. Ramtara, who are the members who told that they're not coming for the session today?
Praveen
Praveen.
and
Okay.
Balasuri.
Oh, Balasuriya family is like triplets, no, 3 people come ne? What about Asanka? Asanka,
Oh.
Anusha, the entire bunch is missing.
Yes, yes. I tested Anusha also. Anusha and yeah. She didn't reply.
Vindula, what about your friend Umesha?
Umesh.
Umesha, I think she might be studying.
You're having an exam tomorrow.
Yeah, not. I don't know whether she have an exam tomorrow or not. I don't know. She didn't text me.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, we are recording a session.
Yeah, I'll check on her.
Okay.
Already 12 members left. Actually it is around 10.
Asanka is joining in a few minutes. Okay, he's close to home.
Okay.
Zaki, I will call you after the meeting, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Anusha also will join in a minute. Sharifa, I think let's begin because it's been 6
Cool.
minutes past 7:30. Let's begin, and whoever let the others join.
Yeah, let's join. Let them join. Okay, all right. Toastmaster Ramtaru, can you share the flyer, please?
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes. Can you make it on what do you call that? What's the name?
Wait.
Presentation mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. A very warm welcome and good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for joining in. And today's session, it's very interesting and it is something that we all as Toastmasters need. We all know that evaluations are the heart of Toastmasters educational program. How many of us here today eagerly wait for the general evaluation session, especially after we give out our prepared speeches and table topic speeches? How many of you all? Quickly show me your hands. Okay, most of us, we all are very excited and we wait, no matter how much we have prepared for our speech, we wait to know what the evaluator has to say about it. Being an evaluator doesn't mean that this person is better than me. It completely means that being an evaluator helps you be a better listener and an excellent critical thinker. And not only in Toastmasters, I think all of us in general, we need to be good listeners. For me, as my example, I used to be terrible at listening. I would always wait to answer and not to understand. But being in Toastmasters and doing a couple of evaluations, I understood the true essence of being an evaluator. Today's session is going to be very insightful, and as fellow Kalaniya Toastmasters, this is an important session. As I reminded you all today in the morning, level 1 has a project where you have to serve as an evaluator. This is going to help you since most of you have finished your icebreakers and are stepping into the first project. I think this is the perfect time by the perfect person to do this session and join this session. Today's session is very insightful and will equip you with the skills to evaluate your speeches and your fellow Toastmasters speeches. To conduct this session, we have a very interesting speaker. He has earned his master's from Anglia Ruskin University, Cambridge. He has a bachelor's degree from the University of Kalaniya. He's an English language lecturer and an operation director of Noble Vision Institute. He is the past president of CNA Toastmasters Club and the winner of Evaluation Speech Contest, Division F in 2018 and 2019. He was the club mentor of Kadavata Toastmasters Club and currently the club coach of Minuwangoda Toastmasters and club mentor of University of Colombo Mind Blowers Toastmasters Club. Please put your virtual hands together and give a huge round of applause and welcome our speaker for today, Toastmaster Chamin Atauda on Evaluate to Motivate. Over to you.
Our words can make someone or break someone. Our feedback can make someone's life better, or we can discourage, destroy someone's life. What if we can learn the art of providing feedback? And when we think about it, the finest place for that is Toastmasters. A great evening to all of you fellow Toastmasters, especially Toastmasters of Kalaniya Toastmasters Club. Thank you very much, Sharifa. I learned some beautiful terms from your introduction as to evaluation. Evaluation is the heart of a club meeting. First time I heard it, so I will be using this term in my future presentations. A special thanks should go to my good friend, your beloved area director, distinguished Toastmaster Arshad Nizam, for giving me this opportunity, this chance to talk to you, which will be helpful, definitely which will be helpful, as Sharifa mentioned, not in Toastmasters, but in our day-to-day life, in our personal and professional life. All right, so feedback. Think about the word feedback. When we think about the word, it means making comments or giving our opinion or giving some information about maybe a product, service, or performance. So like I said earlier, we can provide positive or maybe not so positive feedback. So let's start thinking about our professional life. University students are here, undergraduates are there. Think about the feedback we receive in our universities, our workplace, from our family, from at home. Do you think, or do we think they are that positive, or they are not that much positive? For me, personally, I believe that in a country like Sri Lanka, most of the time, we receive not so positive feedback. But in Toastmasters, that is not the case. That is different. So let us make an effort by taking next 30-35 minutes. Let us learn some of the tips and tools we can use in our club meetings to become a better evaluator. Most of you, some of you know about these things, and there can be some of you who have not got that much idea. So that's the plan. So before we are going to start the session, I have a question. What is the most important segment in a Toastmasters meeting? Let me repeat. What is the most important segment in a Toastmasters meeting? Let's hear some answers. You can simply unmute your microphone and give the answers. Let us give the answer. Let us give the chance to new members at first, I would say. Vindula, seems like Vindula, Vindula is trying to give an answer, but you're on mute.
Okay, I was wondering that I am new or I am fast. That's why I think what's the proper point.
Okay, all right. Anybody can answer.
I think it is the evaluation session.
All right, evaluation session. Rantharu, Aisha, Sharifa, anybody can answer. What is the most important segment? And I'm not going to give the answer. I will give the answer at the end of the session.
Is for sure the evaluation session.
Evaluation sessions, right? Aisha also saying evaluation session. All right.
The interesting session is a round robin session, but important session is the evaluation session.
Right. Okay. Interesting session is one, but important session is another. All right, I'll give my answer at the end. Please, someone please remind me to give the answer. Right. So dear members, we say in Toastmasters public speaking skill. We never say public speaking talent, because talent comes naturally. Skill comes through hard work. I'm not a I did not have born talent of speaking. Now I'm just developing it bit by bit. Just like that, evaluating is not a talent, it's a skill. More you speak, better you become at it. More you evaluate, better you become at it. As simple as that. Because sometimes we think, all right, new members deliver the speeches and senior members, seasoned Toastmasters do the evaluation. There is no such thing. Like Sharifa mentioned, that's why in Pathways Educational Program, they have included evaluation as the firstly icebreaker, then first speech, modified speech. Right after that, the evaluation is coming as the fourth project. If this was a so complicated, complex, or advanced thing, they would not do that. So this is like making a speech. Let us take a look at some of the simple things that we can use in club meetings and even any of the other speeches. But before we are going to the presentation, I would like to tell one more thing. My dear friends, please don't keep Toastmasters as a secret. Meaning is, what we practice in club meetings, inside Toastmasters fraternity, we should take to our real world, in the sense to our professional and personal life. If we learn to provide positive feedback, it should not happen only at the club meetings. We should take it to our home. We should take it to our university. We should take it to our workplace, and we should practice it. That's how we can share this knowledge. So please try to just think about it. Toastmasters should not be a secret. We should practice whatever we learn outside world as well. Right. We say something that we know. We say feedback is breakfast of champions. And we can see some champions here, maybe next year or maybe this year. It will be you, one of you, right? So these champions, I'm sure behind these champions' journey or behind these champions, there are so many words of or feedback of their mentors, coaches, and mentees. They came to this level due to the feedback they received when they were competing, when they were contesting, delivering speeches. So the difference, like I told you at the beginning, the difference between the feedback we provide here is most of the time positive, helpful, constructive criticism, we call it. Unlike some feedback we receive outside Toastmasters fraternity. To do this, we have this famous sandwich method. Some of you know about this, although not even non-Toastmasters, we know about this famous sandwich. What do we do here? Be a speech evaluation. Let's say it's a speech evaluation or feedback session. What we do, we start by highlighting positive things we saw, you can see in that presentation or performance or speech, positive things, or areas the speaker excelled, or maybe we can say strengths. And then in the middle, as a filling, like in a sandwich, the filling is there. Just like that, in the middle, we can bring that not that positive things, maybe the weak points, the areas the other person can work on. And then again, at the end, it is important to end with a positive note. Definitely, we need to send the person. Maybe you are a manager in your organization. You have a subordinate. You talk to a subordinate, make sure to send that person with a positive mind. If that person is going with a negative mindset, that person will spread the negativity in the same place, in the whole place. But if you send that person with positive mindset, positivity, that person will spread that positivity. So starting with positive note, in the middle, we put all the areas they need to work on. And then again, at the end, we use something positive. So we normally use in Toastmasters meetings, we use this method or evaluation sandwich or this sandwich model. Right. Things to remember when you are the evaluator. When you are the evaluator, my dear friends, please keep in your mind these few things. You are not the star. You are not the star. Then who is the star? If evaluator is not the star, who is the star?
Speaker.
The speaker. When I'm the evaluator, my job is to help the speaker shine brighter. Other than that, when I'm the evaluator, it is not my time to shine as a star. I should not try to show that what I know in public speaking. I know this, I know that. No, that's not the time. That time is for us as evaluators to help the speaker shine as a star. Please keep that in your mind. When I'm the evaluator, it's not about me. It's about my speaker. And next, my feedback, my evaluation means my opinion. It's a collection of my opinions. So the speaker may agree, may not agree. That's up to the speaker. It doesn't mean that we just come up with facts, but we are coming up with opinions. No comparison. For an example, let's say I'm evaluating Rantaru's speech. So I can't say, Rantaru, why can't you be like Sharifa? Look at Sharifa. See the way she has got energy. Why don't you have energy? I can't compare one person's performance with another. And also, please be mindful, maybe with past performances. For an example, I can say, Aisha, now last month, the speech you delivered, that was 10 times better than today's one, right? What's wrong with you today? So better not to compare just like that. When I'm the evaluator, my job, my duty is to evaluate that day's performance. But of course, you can mention, like, you can make comments, but better not to compare with, at least with past performances. But we say sometimes you are natural, you normally bring humor, but I didn't see it today. Maybe polite comments will be okay. Right, what is next? No exaggeration. All right, talking about exaggeration, sometimes you listen to the speech, you are in the audience, an evaluator comes, let's say I'm the evaluator. So speech is pretty average one. Not so bad, not so great, but an average one. But the evaluator says, this is the best speech I have ever seen in my life. What a wonderful speech. I have no improvement points for you. But then again, we need to ask ourselves the question, is really, just because of that comment, do you think the speaker is going to benefit? So better not to exaggerate. Rather than exaggerating, we can appreciate the effort of that person. That doesn't matter. We can say, I highly appreciate you selecting this topic. I highly appreciate you trying to encourage, motivate us today by talking about time management. That is one thing. But please be mindful and try not to exaggerate. This is my personal opinion. And like I said at the beginning of this, at this slide, our task, when we are the evaluators, our task is to help the speaker do better in future. I think why Toastmasters meetings are so beautiful, like you all said, because of evaluation session. It adds more color. And when you are an evaluator, when I am an evaluator, we all need to have an honest, genuine, authentic, or genuine intention to help the speaker. We should have an honest intention to see the speaker doing better in future. So please invest that time. Please take evaluation seriously, because good evaluators can make better speakers. All right. So that's about the things, some things that we need to remember when you are the evaluator. So let's see what is coming next. All right. So since we, like Sharifa mentioned, most of you have broken the ice. Now it's about, it is high time for you to move on, go to the next project. But one day your VP education or the president or the mentor will come to you and ask, would you mind being the evaluator of this person today? This slide will help you understand some of the steps we can follow. And in Siena Toastmasters Club, most of the time we follow these steps. That's something I learned from my club, my home club, that is Siena Toastmasters Club, not far away from Kalaniya, that is in Gampaha. Right, so here is the thing. Every project, every Pathways project has a purpose. One or more than one. We call it purpose statement. Right? Icebreaker has a different one. Maybe introducing yourself to the audience and understand about the basic public speaking styles, where we'll say public speaking ability, something like that. But when you come to second project, the objective is different. Purpose is different. To deliver a speech on any topic that you select and receive feedback, incorporate it, and deliver a modified speech. It has two parts. Then the third one, the next project is to provide an evaluation. Last project is to do a small research and present it. Researching and presenting. Just like that, every project has a separate, unique set of objectives, or at least one objective. Please keep that in your mind. As a speaker, as an evaluator. So when we are the evaluators, firstly, what we need to do, talk to the speaker get the evaluation form. Even you can download it from Pathways if you know the project. Know about the purpose. After knowing the purpose, yes, talk to the speaker, get the purpose or know the purpose, talk to the speaker, see whether the speaker is ready. Right? Ask the speaker whether you can check something special, like whether the speaker wants you to check something particularly or specially in the delivery or content. I told that Sharifa mentioned a lot of things at the beginning. Yes, listening. To become a good evaluator, you should be a better listener. To be a good evaluator, you should be a better listener. We need to listen. We need to listen to the speaker, to every single word. Especially in virtual platform, this is challenging, but we need to do that. Analyze. As an evaluator, one key skill we need to possess is analytical skill. And vice versa is also possible. That is, we can develop our analytical skill if we try to evaluate speeches. So please dissect the speech, right? Let's talk about these things in future slides. And the next thing is, please take notes. Please take notes. Please do not keep everything in your mind. Please take notes. Every time I evaluate a speech, I take notes. For an example, these are the notes I took at yesterday's Mind Blowers, UOC Mind Blowers Club meeting. So this is Lakshika Pereira's speech. This is Hasini's speech. Proofs. Someone like, no, I can't see anything. That's fine. Trust, take my word, right? Okay, so make sure to take notes. Write down whatever the good things you can see, whatever the better things you can see, and how this person can develop further. What are the weak points you can see? Write them down. Maybe positives on one side and the areas to improve on the other side. Every now and then I check the time, since I don't want to exceed the time. Then finalize. This is important. Right, let's get an answer for this. What is the time that we get for an evaluator or for club meetings? What is a allocated time for a prepared speech evaluation?
Two to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes. Thank you very much. So 2 to 3 minutes means we need to understand that we can't talk about 10 positives, 15 areas to improve. No. That's why we recommend the practice is maybe three positives, 4 positives, maybe 3, 2, and maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 areas or the suggestions to improve. Because we need to manage the time. No matter how brilliant your evaluation is, the moment you exceed the time, that's a problem. So please try to just finalize your notes and just select the most important ones. Give the priority to them, and areas to improve also the same. And at the end of the meeting, what you can do, of course, if you have got many points, you can talk to the speaker. That's why, all right, you deliver it, right? You provide your feedback. After that, make sure to at least give a phone call. I highly recommend for you to give the speaker a phone call, right? Contact the speaker and tell the other findings. This genuine interest should be there. I'm really happy when I was a new Toastmaster back in 2016, my evaluators contacted me. My evaluators contacted me before club meeting, asked me like, how can I help you? How that they can help me. And after the speech, they came to me and said, okay, these things are better, but I didn't mention some things, but please try to work on this also. Because you can't tell everything during your evaluation. So please take a screenshot if you want, or write them down if you think this is useful. Step to follow in a club meeting when you are the evaluator. So far, so good, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, this is the portion that the listeners or the participants can contribute. Of course, you contributed a lot. Right. What to look into? Let's quickly have some answers. You listen to a speech. Now, one of your friends is going to deliver the speech or is delivering the speech. What can we look into? Let's have here some answers. There are different answers, no right or wrong answers.
The structure of the speech.
Well done. Structure of the speech. Yes, it's a really good thing. We can, of course, take a look at it, check it. Well done.
Voice variations.
Voice variations. Right. Good job. Definitely. What else? What are the other things we can look into? The speaker in front of you on the screen now. I'm talking to you. So what do you look into? What can we look into?
Gestures. Body language.
Gestures, body language. Well done. What else?
Content of the speech.
The content of the speech. Of course, yes. What else? Structure is one thing, content is another, isn't it? Yes.
Tone and the flow.
Eye contact. Somebody said something else also.
Tone and the flow.
The tone and coming under voice, right? The tone, yes. And also the flow. Brilliant. Beautiful. Great answers are there. Thank you very much. And let's take a look at this. Right. What to look into? I would like to divide up now a speaker, right? The speaker is delivering the speech. Let's try to divide this into two main areas. Let's say deliver. I'm delivering the speech. I'm talking to you. I'm delivering the speech. I'm just making the speech. That is delivery part. I use my hands. I maintain eye contact. Let me remove this. I maintain eye contact. So this is coming on the delivery part. But to deliver a speech, we need to have content. So what if we can divide this into two? Content, delivery. To deliver a speech, we need to have a speech, a script, right? The sad thing is this. The sad thing is most of the evaluators, unfortunately, or rather some of these evaluators, as evaluators, we focus more on the delivery side. Sometimes we completely forget about the content, right? But please take a look at the content. Like you said, the structure. Let's talk more about it. So let's start with the famous type. That is, of course, delivery. So some of you gave some answers. Voice. Under voice, a lot of qualities are there. The tone, the pace, pitch, pauses, non-verbal communication or body language. Non-verbal communication or body language. How did I use my gestures, my facial expressions, my movements? Humor. Better to use it as a positive thing if you see humor in the speech. Other than that, not that necessary to put this under the recommendation, but you can do it. Stage presence, the confidence level, the power, the energy, right? That is coming, these things are coming under delivery. There are more, but these are some of the parts. And the connection, right? Maybe through eye contact, maybe by bringing humor, by asking questions, right? This is the content part. Content means you can ask yourself the question when you're listening to the speech rather, you can ask yourself the question, what is this person trying to do through this speech? 5 to 7 minutes. What is he or she trying to tell us, bring us? Is he trying to motivate us? Is he trying to inspire, inform? Is he trying to encourage us not to become a procrastinator? Is he trying to tell us not to become, let's say, not to judge someone by their appearance? What is he trying to do? Identify it. See whether it worked well or did not work well. And structure, like one of you said, this is coming on the content part because I should structure it before delivering. Maybe my structure is there is a problem, suffering, solution, problem, solution. In the middle, I put suffering. Even I can put realization and the result. That can be, identify the structure. This is why I said that at the beginning or in the middle, analytical skills matter a lot. Then character selection. What characters the speaker used? Father, mother, and friend. Did they work really well? Did they add color to the speech? Did they serve the purpose? Did they have a role to play? Scenes. Now in Dhananjay's speech, there is a scene he's getting arrested. There is a scene he's going to a club meeting, right? Just like that. Think about the scenes the speaker has used. Can you see some unnecessary scenes? Then you can recommend during the recommendations. Convincing tools, ethos, pathos, logos. Did he use logic? Did he use emotions? Did he use information? Just like that. This is something, like I said, some evaluators have taken it for granted, but I would like to see from you, I would like to see all evaluators paying attention to the content also. Because to deliver a speech, like I said, there should be a content, there should be a speech to deliver. Word usage. Did the speaker use right words, or can he add more weight, more color by using some more beautiful words, or maybe using some different words rather? Or especially you can comment if a speaker uses some rhetorical devices, maybe similes, metaphors, those kind of beautiful ones, you can comment on them. All right. So delivery and content, two main areas are there. Let us focus on both. If you can come up with under the suggestions to improve, maybe you can bring one coming under content, one coming under delivery. All right, words not to use, words to use and words not to use. I'm a victim of this. I have done a lot of mistakes when it comes to evaluations, and my mentors after the evaluation, they have talked to me and say, look, you said something like this. Better not to say that. Better not to mention these things, right? I have done so many mistakes. So don't worry about doing mistakes. But before doing mistakes, if we can know right things, it's much better, right? So words, maybe we should not, or we better not to use, I would say. Let's take a look at them. Now you can see must. Like I said earlier, evaluation, when I'm giving an evaluation, it's my opinion. The speaker has got the full right to agree or disagree. Then I can't say every time you must keep your hands like this. You must not keep your hands like this. You must look at the camera. Maybe not. Maybe I can look away. When I'm talking to another person, I can look away, right? Purposefully. So you can say you may rather than saying you must. And the other thing is, if I say we all, now there are 25 people, we all enjoyed it. Really? How do I know that we all enjoyed it? I enjoyed it. I can say I enjoyed it. And I think others also enjoyed it. We can say like that. But other than that, how many times have we heard we were inspired? Not we, I was inspired. I can say I have the right to say I was inspired because this is my opinion. Please try not to say we were inspired. But you can say you told us. That's fine. You told us a story. That's fine. And maybe better not to say should not, don't, ever, always. Always do like this. Never do like this. Seriously. I think you can do this, at least to show this is not right. So please think about using those words. So what are the words we can use then? Like I said, my opinion, according to what I think. I believe, Toastmaster Rantaru, I believe it is better to slow down a little bit. Aisha, I think it is better to look more directly at the camera. I felt it would be more useful. It would be better if you could use your hands, move your hands little slowly. Just like that, these like kind of suggestive words and suggestive tone as well. So some examples here. I believe it would be better. I would love to see you consume little bit more time because you stopped your speech like at 5th minute. Let's try to. That has a lot of weight when you say let's get together, let's do this. Let me suggest. Right. So next is the structure of your evaluation. This is the structure I normally use, and I use this in my club meetings, and for contests also I use, and it worked well. I can just vouch on that. Maybe that's how I won the division competitions 2 times. So it's working for me. Maybe you can also try this structure, maybe. So how do I present my evaluation? I just try to take something from the speaker. The speech is about, let's say, superheroes. And we all are superheroes. Then I just take something from that speech and start, give the opening, maybe attention grabbing opening. Then go to the positives. Maybe 3 areas the speaker has excelled or speaker excelled. Then I bring a transition sentence. Like, all right, these are the positive things. So how can we develop this? How can I as evaluator help you here? Let me come up with a couple of suggestions. Then I bring the areas to improve or the suggestions. And the summary. Summary is important. Summary may be used in 1 sentence. You can say your voice was audible, hand gestures were relevant, and also the humor worked well. Brilliant things. Let us work on, please try to work on your eye contact and also have a little bit more energy. That is my summary. Then I end it with maybe positive note. Then I can say, Vindula, all the best to inspire thousands of people in future. So then the speaker can feel it. That's the last thing you mention. If it is a contest, not only the speaker, judges can also remember it. And with that mind, judges are going to mark. Right. Maybe the last few things we are going to discuss here. All right, this is important. This is very important. When you are talking about positives, 2 things to cover mainly. When you are talking about improvements or areas to develop, 3 things are there. Right? 3 things are there. So let me quickly show this using an example. Let's say Arshad Nizam is delivering a speech. So I say that what is now positives? I say, okay, Arshad, the words you selected, what? Right? The words you selected, they were descriptive words, beautiful words. They added color, spice to the speech. A lot of similes were there. So what? Then I said, why as well? Added more color. I was able to create pictures in my mind. What and why? Positives. Then I come to the areas to improve. 3 things are there. What, why, how? This how part is the most important one. So here, let's say Arshad's speed, he speaks faster. Hypothetically, or assume that, right? So then I can say, Arshad, I felt that you went little faster. What? So why that is a problem? Why should you improve it? Especially in a virtual platform, virtual meeting, if you go faster, maybe the listeners will not be able to follow you, digest what you say. That is why. Then the third one is how. The speaker should know then how I can improve it. How can I develop it then. Then I can say, all right, try to slow down and bring pauses. Bring pauses between words, between sentences, and between main points. Try to slow down. I'm saying how you do it. Otherwise, the speaker knows that what to improve, why you need to improve, but he doesn't know how to improve. Then he should go to another person and ask about it. Please keep in your mind what to improve, why we need to improve, how to improve. Because not from the positives you mentioned, the speaker learn more, but from the improvement points you give. Speakers develop a lot. Therefore, let us invest in our evaluation. Better to invest more time in the this suggestion part or the development areas to improve part. So this is what we can see on this slide. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you today. If you have the chance to deliver a winning evaluation and an honest evaluation, you will have to pick, especially when the club meeting select the best evaluator, right? When you're going to contest, winning evaluation, honest evaluation. I personally select the honest one. If I deliver it well, it will be the winning evaluation. It happened one time, so that's why I believe in that. Because like I said, we need to have an honest intention to develop the speaker. Shall we take 2 minutes? Arshad, can you please tell me, or Sharifa, can you please tell me, now we have taken 36 minutes or 37 minutes. I think my time is over, right?
How am I going to say that now?
just finish it off and give the control back to me. That's right. Yes. All right. Okay. Right. Anyways, so what we can do, please practice this. Like I said, this is a skill, not a talent. Like we can develop our speaking ability, we can develop our evaluation skills. Please have an honest intention when you are the evaluator and help the speaker shine more. With that, I would like to pass the control back to Sharifa.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shamin. That was just insightful and wonderful for all of us. I think we all should give him a round of applause for actually mentioning the importance of evaluations. Thank you very much. I think we have a little time before we go for the pic. I think we'll first take the picture, and Toastmaster Shamin, if you can hang over, we can ask you a few questions, if anybody has any. Before that, Toastmaster Rantaru, shall we quickly take a group picture?
Yeah, sure.
Please don't leave.
Can you please open your webcam?
Yeah, turn on the cameras.
Maybe giving a thumbs up.
Yes.
I can see one of my seniors, Toastmaster Asanka.
Okay, Toastmaster Rantaru, if we can.
Yes. Wait. Another 3 members are missing. Okay, then I'll get the picture. Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you very much, Toastmaster Shamin. Indeed, evaluations, as we mentioned earlier, is the heart of the Toastmasters educational program. And as we started, I told everyone and I asked everyone who is eager for a general evaluation sessions, and I saw hands going up. So I'm sure all of us are on the same boat, and you just came at the right time like a savior and showed all of us here how to do an evaluation. And I'm sure fellow Kalaniya Toastmasters, I think Toastmaster Rantaru, get ready. We might have a few people running up for evaluating the next meeting we have. In the meantime, anybody has any questions towards Toastmaster Charming based on evaluations or anything else? The Zoom platform is open for you all to ask.
Toastmaster Charming,
Yes.
question, sir, when you are scheduling the agenda for the next meeting, so we allocate the speakers and then we decide the evaluators also. So what will be the time period from the meetings? What will be the time period to give them the evaluator for their speech? I will say that Monday is our meeting, so we are arranging our speakers by Friday. Can we give around 2-3 days for them, or 1 week time, that period, to discuss them and other arrangement?
Yeah, I think Rantaru, earliest the best, earlier the better. If we have more time, maybe 3-4 days. 3-4 days would do. Then the evaluator can see the agenda. Then I know that I'm an evaluator. This is a speaker. This is the project. So I can contact the speaker, get an understanding about the project, the purpose, and I can get ready. I think Rantaru, probably 3-4 days prior to the meeting, but earlier the better. If the Vice President of Education can circulate the agenda as early as possible. And one thing we do in Siena, Rantaru, when I was the VP Education, I used to send text messages to the evaluators. Now there is a subcommittee of VP Education. Subcommittee members send the evaluator a text message saying that congratulations, you are an evaluator of this person's speech. Please talk to him or get an understanding about the project. I hope I answered that question.
Yeah, thank you very much. I understood.
Toastmasters Charming, another small question. As a newbie to evaluation, what are the things that we can do for practice it? Or I feel like it is very tightful situation in the grabbing point all the points while hearing to another one's speech and grab points and delivering. We have to prepare a small kind of speech for the delivery. So what are some kind of tips that we can use likewise?
Right. Yes, Mindula. I would say stick with basics. Sometimes when we learn more, one thing we forget basics. Please don't forget basics ever. Divide your notebook into 2. You are listening to the speech. If you think, all right, this is a positive thing, good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. You write them. Hand gestures, you write them. List down all the positives on one side. And list down, you think when you listen to a speech, when you are looking at a speaker, you can see, this is repetitive. This gesture, he always does this. Maybe he can just reduce the frequency or maybe limit it. So you think that that can be that can be a weak point of that speaker. Then write down all that areas the speaker can work on the other side. Right? Very simple way. Then you just quickly take a look at it, right? 10 positives are there, 5 improvements. All right, which ones are the ones that immediate actions are needed? Or positives, what are the brilliant ones, maybe the really good ones. So you pick 3 of them, right? And immediately work on should be like the areas immediately should be fixed. Areas should be fixed immediately. You just note them down or just list them down. Then in a simple manner, don't worry about going for a well-structured one. Just simply you can say, right, as evaluator, I listened to your speech. These are let me give you 3 things I liked about your speech. Very simple. This one, first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. Right, now let me talk about, according to my understanding, how we can, areas you may work on. This is the first one, this is the second one. This is the summary, all the very best. So Vindula, if you can just keep it as simple, then you can add more color as time passes. And make sure to get the evaluation from your mentor or an experienced Toastmaster on your evaluation. That's one thing I always do. After my evaluation, I talk to my mentor, senior members, and get the evaluation for that evaluation. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Wonderfully said, Toastmaster Chamin, because the next thing in line is to talk about the mentor-mentee relationship. And you brought it just on time. So thank you very much. I hope everyone has got their doubts cleared. And
Sharifa,
yes.
Yes, just 1 second, please. I take this chance to highlight one individual here, Asankaya, because when we were in the university, Kalani University, he's one of the persons who always came to me and suggested me to ask me to go to Gavel Club, which I did not do at least one time. I regret about it today. He used to tell me, Malli, come Malli, just let's go and just see what is going on. I regret it, but I'm happy to see Asankaya in Toastmasters, and also anyhow I became a Toastmaster, so I'm really happy to see you today.
And it's great for me to see you there, Chamin Malli. Let me call you Chamin Malli. He's a Toastmaster, senior Toastmaster. For us, it's Chamin Malli and Asankaya, perhaps. It's great to see you here, enlightening us on how best to go ahead and evaluate. Great seeing
you. Thank you
very
much.
Surely, Toastmaster Chamin, I share the same gratitude. Toastmaster Asanka is the one who put me into Toastmasters. The very first time I joined Lyceum, he came and he pulled me into one of the meetings, and that's how I'm still here. So kudos to that man.
Okay. Yes, and Arshads were giants when we were newbies. Arshads were giants. Oh. So really happy about the service you are doing, providing, Arshad. Hats off to that. So back to you, Sharifa.
Thank you so much. I hope everyone is super clear about evaluations. Before we move to the mentor-mentee, it's not going to take a lot of your time. I quickly want to share something that is, which I shared earlier today. I hope you all can see the screen. This is what you all will be going through. This is level 1. And as I told you in the morning, level 2 is not as demanding as level 1. Level 1, as you know, you have done the icebreakers. Most of us have done it. Now in project 2, the main thing you need to remember are your projects. How are you going to do it? I'll just give you a quick run through so that the next meeting you all are aware what you're going to do and where you all stand. The first project, you will choose any topic and you will give a speech. That is again a 5 to 7 minute. Then that evaluator is going to give you some feedback, an evaluation as to what you can improve. You're going to incorporate that and maybe repeat your speech, putting that whatever the suggestions they asked you to put, or you could write up your own new speech, incorporating those suggestions in your new speech. That is your second speech. That is again 5 to 7 minutes. And the last you have to do is serve as a speech evaluator for another member. That's when Toastmaster Chamin's entire session comes handy. So remember, level 1, you have your icebreaker. Then the second project consists of 3 speeches, 3 tasks. That is the first project, then the feedback incorporated and given in the second project. And then you have to work as a speech evaluator. That would be, you can evaluate anybody's speech. And finally, you have to do a speech based on something you did a research on, and deliver your speech at a club meeting. That again is 5 to 7 minutes. Remember, this is only in level 1. Level 2, you go smoothly. You don't have all these hidden incorporations that you need to do with your other speeches. I hope that is very clear. Fellow Toastmasters, when you all are starting your project, please run through me, Rantharu or Arshad or any of the mentors so that we can guide you as to what you're going to do, so that hopefully you don't miss a step and go and then you have to do it back again. So whatever we do, we'll do it properly and then we can close on level 1. Okay, I hope that's clear. Let's move on to the main thing. In Toastmasters, we have something very interesting that is like a peer coaching that we would call at any other institute. We help our friends become better. And that's what is a mentor-mentee role. A mentor is a person who would guide you, advise you maybe on your speeches. You can run your speeches through them. During contests, if you feel like your content isn't wow, you just want some ideas, you can give the speech to your mentor. What we have done, myself, Rantharu, and Toastmaster Arshad, we decided to separate all of you all to some very, very capable mentors who you all already know and have an impact with them. And let me share the list which you will be getting later tonight. I think Toastmaster Rantharu will also post it in the group shortly so that you'll have an idea. So this is your mentor-mentee list. You can see who your mentors are immediately, and you can talk to them and work on them. Now, this doesn't mean that, okay, if DTM Lasni is my mentor, I should stick to her only. No, if you feel that, okay, no, maybe I'll just run through it another person, no problem. It's totally all right. But this is how we have just arranged it for you. And they're going to help you at any path and any moment or the task you're taking on. Even if it is a role that you're going to play, your mentors could help you. So this is your mentor-mentee list. And I'm sure, trust me, this mentor-mentee relationship that you have later on is going to flourish, and you'll have a wonderful relationship and a wonderful learning experience. And this is going to build you as a Toastmaster. Don't think that we don't have mentors. We do. We do. All of us have mentors at every every path in our Toastmaster career, or I can't call it a career, journey. So we all have mentors, and we learn from each and every one of them. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you, and welcome aboard. And I hope 23rd, we're going to have some wonderful speeches, and Rantharu, I think we can get some evaluators as well. And I hope you enjoyed today's session. With that, I think I shall bid good night, and I hope you all gain something out of it. And if you all have any issues regarding level ones or any of your projects, don't hesitate to contact any one of us. With that, I shall adjourn the session, and I hope to see you all very soon. Take care and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Amit.
Toastmaster Charming. It was a
No
wonderful.
problem. It's
Night,
my pleasure.
everybody. Good night.
Take care.
Good
all.
night,
Good night.
everybody.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe. We need you all on the 23rd. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rantharu, you can end the meeting for all. You're the host.
Okay.